Now, the Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy has condemned violence meted on journalists, expressing the need to provide a safe working environment for journalists. While marking the 30th World Press Freedom Day, Principal Secretary Edward Kisiangani assured journalists of the government's commitment to ensuring freedom of the press is guaranteed. Journalists have in the meantime called on media owners and the government to ensure their remunerations is commensurate with the work they do.
Journalists in Kenya have joined the world in marking the 30th World Press Freedom Day. This comes as the Ministry of ICT and different stakeholders castigated the violence meted on journalists.
Regardless of the guise that violence might take, verbal, structural, or physical, it's unacceptable.
Kaambia wadozi wenu pia wawafikirie waongeze marupurupu yenu na mishahara.
While marking the day, journalists highlighted the difficult working conditions they face.
Sacking a journalist who is in a deathbed, I think that is unacceptable, and we must call out these media owners.
Kama vile waziri Profesa Kithure Kindiki alivyosema, wanafaa walipwe mshahara mzuri ili kuwapa motisha kufanya kazi yao.
Talk more on the journalists' rights, because most of them are infringed or not taken into account.
So unakuta ndio watu wamekuja kazini, lakini inakuwa ni vigumu kuifanya ile kazi. Maanake mtu ana mawazo mengi, either anafikiria itakuwaje, watoto hawajaenda skuli.
Na mbali na kutangaza, lazima pia tu follow up, tu weke vitu wazi. Kwa mfano, KBC walichelewa kulipa watu mishahara. Mbona mwezi huu hamjasema KBC walilipa watu mishahara mapema?
So let us as journalists start looking at areas of reportage that give solutions to the questions that the public has been asking.
I think if someone sees a journalist today or any day, they need to appreciate them and give them a high five or a pat on the back.
The day was also celebrated in Embu and Meru counties.
Press freedom is not a favor. Article 34 and 35 of the Constitution of this country is very clear on that.
You have been always reporting positively about police here. That's what has encouraged us, and I accepted you to come so that we plant trees today.
The biggest challenge emerging to be access to information.
Should not be being given, because you have been told this information cannot be released because of the security reason. What kind of security reason is that?
The institution is to make sure that those bits of information are easily available for us, so that we, even when we are packaging the story, we have proper facts.
Well, despite the availability of the Access to Information Act 2016 and Article 35 of the Kenyan Constitution that allows for access to information, journalists still point out the hurdles they have to encounter when collecting news in the field, and hope that this will be eliminated as they mark World Press Freedom Day. Serafina Robi for Prime Edition.